Good evening and welcome back for another episode of MW5 VR. We are back this week with finishing the Conspirators from Eyes on Democracy. We will likely pick up another little two-parter mission for an extra pilot and some loot here. So let's go ahead and make sure that we've got our stuff repairing. We're going to take our Locust that we got from the last one. We're going to move that to cold storage. And let's look at our transmissions. We're going to go ahead and knock out a couple of these just to get them off our list here. These will end up either doing or running into. We're going to keep the rest of the campaign stuff. So, Eyes on Democracy, the Conspirators Part 3. Commander, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance in this matter. Unfortunately, the Fusiliers do not appear to be backing down. While the 8th has fallen back to these searches to regroup and resupply, our intel has informed us that other Fusilier regiments have been deployed into the region. As the election draws closer, the threat of another assassination attempt becomes larger. What's worse, the next campaign stop for candidate Owens brings him close to a military garrison based by elements of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. We are concerned that they may mobilize to make another attempt on candidate Owens' life. This election is drawing too close to risk complacency. The Eyes of Democracy wants you to attack this garrison to ensure that the Fusilier stations close to the campaign stop does not become a threat. Don't fail us now, Commander. Alright. And let's go to Bethel here. And we're going to go ahead and just take a look at the mech market. Maybe see if there's large lasers or anything going on over here. Oh, energy, absolutely worth purchasing. We will get rid of the predictive. We don't want that, unfortunately, because it doesn't integrate in VR. Let's go ahead and do the Conspirators. We're going to go ahead and just crank this. I actually think that we're going to go for... We're going to go for a split here. Get some extra... No, we're going to go full salvage. And one airstrike.
Careful, Commander.
Okay, and we are looking at 290 to 310, which means we can put this guy up by 20 points. So we're going to go ahead and move them to an awesome. We will leave my boy on the archer here. Actually, I would much prefer to take the dragon and get him a little bit of extra ballistics experience while we still can. Actually,
this will be an assault against a regional military base manned by the Certus Fusiliers. Preemptively attacking this FRB ensures that the Fusiliers won't be able to mount an attack against Casper Owens during his nearby campaign stop. Watch your back, Commander. This one's not going to be easy. Airstrike support has been granted, Commander. Approach the target area to call them in.
Missile.
We got him.
Target destroyed.
okay, do we see any loot? Doesn't look like it, but we're going to keep on going around the outside here. We're going to go down this ramp and then cut in, it looks like.
Alpha 1-1, this is Sierra 2-1. Strike support is ready and standing by. Over.
Is such a drastic show of force necessary to protect a candidate for trade president?
It's a little more complicated than that, Commander. Local democracy in the Federated Suns is a luxury granted by the various dukes and barons that administer the systems, not a basic right like it is in the Free World League. Though a majority of Federation worlds allow regional democracies to govern themselves, the Federated Suns is still, at its heart, a constitutional aristocracy. So, hereditary rulers can still attempt to further consolidate their own personal power over their subjects if allowed to.
Right. Which means?
The eyes of democracy appear to be fighting against a power grab from Duke Hasek Davion. If the Duke puts his own puppet candidate in this Trade Federation position, there's no guarantee he'll ever give that power back to the people once he has it.
Damn. Forgot how bad the AI is sometimes, but it'll get better. We just need to give it a lot of mono weapon chassis, like the Awesome with 4 PPCs, or 3 PPCs rather. One of the other things that they don't teach you in this game as well is that certain structures are worth more when you blow them up. Toast.
Repositioning on you.
And we're just gonna walk through everything else. No reason to spend ammo. We also like blowing stuff up too, so you can see each wall segment's worth like a percentage point. Large buildings first, warehouses, satellite buildings, big office buildings, the generators, stuff like that.
There's no reason to stay here anymore. Get back to the dropship now. This operation is in the books. We'll be there to collect you.
Alright. Nice and easy. Alright, what do we got? We're going to take medium lasers. We didn't get any cool SRMs. We're going to take an LRM-10 in that one. I think that's going to be it. And then we're going to go ahead and see about taking the Cyclops and probably... Is there a spider in here at all? No. We'll go ahead and take the Shadowhawk parts and leave it at that. We'll pay a little bit out. We're going to go ahead and repair everything, and I'm actually going to do a little maintenance here. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of some of these medium lasers. We're just going to get them bolted up. Awesome. Part 4, the Conspirators. Commander, the election is just around the corner, so this is the final chance that Duke Hasek Davion has to silence candidate Owens. Eyes on Democracy Intel has uncovered that one Count Anton Vitos is leading the Fusilier's effort to assassinate candidate Owens on behalf of his lord, Duke Hasek Davion. We've tracked Count Vitos' location to a remote facility high in the mountain ranges of Novaya Zemlya. We can cut the head off of the snake. We can put an end to the Fusilier's attempts against candidate Owens' life once and for all. Given the severity of this mission, my forces and I will be joining you in the field, where we will launch a two-pronged assault on Count Vitos' base of operations. It's risky, but if we can pincer them in, they will have no place to escape to. My forces will attack from the north, while you advance on the base from the south along the primary road. Make sure no one escapes. Be warned, the southern pass leading to Vitos' base can be treacherous with long sight lines across the chasm. It is advised you bring battle mechs with long-range capabilities on this mission. If you are successful here, Eyes on Democracy will ensure that you are repaid what you are truly owed for your services to our cause. See you on the other side, Commander. Alright, we're going to have long-range stuff, so let's go ahead and get to Novaya Zemlya. And we are going to go ahead and get that contract picked. The Conspirators Part 4. We have 270 tons. I want full salvage rights. This is going to be a bunch of enemies, and we are at 270, which means that if we are going to do this, I want Barrett in the Archer. I'm going to go ahead and put in the Basilisk, and then let's see here, we'll put Commander Mason in the Marauder, and that's 50, that's 45. Ooh, no. He's gonna go ahead and be in the Dragon, and if we have 65, we are gonna go ahead and take the Thunderbolt. This here should be long range enough between all of these folks. Let's go ahead and get this party started.
Incoming communique from Vaughn, Commander.
Nice to have you with us again, Commander. Eyes on Democracy's intel places Count Vitos in a remote facility in the mountains up ahead. My squadron will move in from the north onto the base, while you approach from the south. Together, we can box Count Vitos in. The Count is the primary target, so ensure that he does not escape.
Let's get a move on, Commander. Vaughn is counting on us.
What drives a man like Count Vitos to attempt to kill fellow countrymen?
It's well known that Vitos is a close ally of Duke Hasek Davion. Doing the Duke's dirty work is a surefire way to gain the Duke's favor and raise his own standings within the political world of the Davion Court. Fusilier forces spotted on the ridge. Move in, Commander, and take out those hostiles.
Target acquired.
Engage a tank hostile!
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Moving to you now. Moving in file.
I'm having to force them to constantly move to me because of the way that this level is laid out, because they will not stop attempting to go into the bottom of the canyon.
Turned them into spare parts.
Yeah, it's really unfun when the AI starts doing this stuff.
Great positioning on you.
Target acquired.
Boom. Stamped his ticket to hell.
Okay. Now, let's get to the old Jaegermech here. Awesome.
Acquired.
We're gonna go ahead and back this up. Okay, why? Again, this is getting taken care of.
Target acquired.
Great shot. Hope his friend saw him hit the ground.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Kill that man.
Target acquired.
Awesome. Hey, none of them fell in the hole. Fantastic. Alright, so we're gonna have those two guards that come up and try and chase us, but I'm not having any more of that.
Sitting behind you, Commander.
Y'all can come chase me down.
Attention, mercenary lance. You are outnumbered and outranged here. You are jeopardizing a lawful election for Trade Federation President. You are hereby ordered to stand down. Give up your assassination plans, and we might just take you in instead of destroying you. This is your final warning.
Assassination plans. They think we're the ones plotting to kill a candidate. Something's not adding up here. I have a feeling we're being played here, Commander. Vaughn has been setting us up from the start. Don't shoot. We are standing down. We believe we have been set up by our employers.
The shame you didn't have the decency to die on us, but no matter. I just want to thank you for taking out those security forces for me. The way is wide open now.
Contact North Ridge. Unidentified bottleneck force approaching the facility. Defend the candidate at all costs.
Fusilier forces, we are moving to assist. Please, do not fire upon us.
Affirmative. Stand by to receive AFFS codes. But make no mistake, when this is over, you are to shut down and surrender to us until we can sort this whole mess out.
I think that's the best we can hope for given the circumstances. Defend that facility, Commander. This will go down much better for us if we can successfully defend Owens from Vaughn's forces.
Your mercenary fools are all the same. You take your payment with no questions asked. Now the real security detail is in Shamrock, and Owen's head is in our grasp. That just leaves you as the only losing.
Target destroyed. Target
There's Vaughn. All right, Commander. Let's show him that nobody makes a patsy out of us.
Even if you kill me, the Red Branch will take you leave after what you've done to him. You will die here today, mercenary.
The lights are taking on heavy fire. Crossroad debris is at 75% capacity.
I'm taking heavy damage.
Okay, time to bring out the big gun.
destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
And of course, we got the PPCP, that full auto guy up there in the right. How are we doing?
New target Warhammer. Target acquired.
We'll get him.
System offline.
Everybody rearmed here. A little bit of repair.
Target acquired.
Roger that. Moving to smash that contact.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be me and the archer here.
Target acquired. Target acquired. New target Warhammer.
This will move reflect well on me. By the blade.
There we go, taken care of.
Nice work, Commander. That piece of crap deserved his demise. I've sent a declaration of surrender to the Davion authorities, letting them know what has transpired. We'll have to do some talks, but we should be cleared of any wrongdoing once the evidence has been presented. Just to be sure though, let's pick up Vaughn's mech in case our efforts are not rewarded.
All right. That is probably one of the the most goofiest missions I've had. I don't see a reason for us to take Diana. Maybe the Archer might be cool. But let's take a look. We wanted Scouse. We want the LRM-20. We want SRM-6s. We'll get some medium lasers because we always need medium lasers. And let's go ahead and make a Raven if we can. And then what do we have on the list here? Cataphracts aren't bad for turning in. Perfect. Archer got really beat up. Alright, let's see how they're going to treat us here. The Conspirators Part 4 released. Commander, the MIO, the Ministry of Information, Intelligence, and Operations, have examined the contract, crew testimonies, and transmissions you've shared with the man you knew as Sylvan Vaughn. After a thorough review of your provided intel, MIO have cleared you and your mercenary company of all wrongdoing. I'm here to debrief you on this matter. Well, I should be, because it was an MRB-backed contract. The man you knew as Sylvan Vaughn was a ghost. MIO had no information or his motives prior to you pulling his carcass out of his mech. And the information he shared with you about candidate Owens was misleading, to say the least. The true and well-known throughout the Capellan March that Casper Owens is an outspoken critic of Dukasek Davion, but what Vaughn didn't tell you is that Owens is a staunch international trade hawk running on a platform and pushing heavy tariffs on interstellar imports from the Capellan Confederation as his primary running issue. A little familiar. Our ongoing theory is that House Liao did not take too kindly to this and dispatched Macrotia agents to kill Owens. When the Certus Fusiliers guarding the candidate proved to be too much for them on their initial attempt to take Owens out and put them on the run, they hired you to guard them and disrupt the Fusiliers enough to provide them with another window to make a second attempt on Owens' life. While it was your transgressions against the Fusiliers that gave Vaughn his best window to complete this mission, had it not been for your action on Nova Zimla coming to Owens' defense and destroying Vaughn's strike team, I doubt Owens would be still here today. Due to your impromptu and insistent defending Owens' life, the AFFS, the AFFS, and MIO have agreed to drop all charges against you and honor the payout and salvage rights of your MRB-backed contract. You have a grateful President-elect Owens to thank you for your generosity as master. I advise in the future that you pay closer attention to who your Merc and company gets in bed with. The AFFS and MIO will not be so lenient if you ever caught pulling a stunt like this again. Again, it's an MRB-ranked backed contract. Now take your seatbelts and salvage and get the hell out of my system. Again, MRB contract. Let's go ahead and get our battle mechs up for repair. We're going to go ahead and repair the Archer and the Thunderbolt. We've got the Diana here, which looks like it'll be pretty good, although the armor's kind of bad. This will probably strip for parts as well. We're going to go ahead and move them into cold storage as well, along with our Locust V1B. We're going to go ahead and look at the mech market here. Nothing available. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go to Gallatin here to pick up our requests for Preacher. And I'm sure we'll see Lance and his elite pilot stuff here soon in another system. They do like to move around. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the mech market. And nothing on the equipment side that looked any cool. Alright, let's go ahead and check our transmission. A GTE Preacher. Commander, I have a contact that needs extraction from the facility in Bethel as soon as possible, and my employer is willing to pay you top dollar to make that happen. Your side job is simple. Get dirt side and keep the local garrison forces busy by any means necessary. Your distraction will buy the time my contact needs to escape. You need not concern yourself with anything else beyond staying alive until the appointed time. Once we get clear of the system, I will contact you again with full payment. I'm sorry I cannot accept your request to go through Comstar's MRB. My employer insists this contract must remain off the books. I've read your file, Commander. I know what you're capable of. This isn't a problem for you, is it? I assure you you'll be very well paid for the extra risk. My employer is prepared to offer additional financial aid for any loss of life or limb. I look forward to your favorable reply. A whole bunch of level 5 stuff. Absolutely. And another fresh body. We'll absolutely go ahead and do that. And sorry about getting the helmet cam view here. I'm doing that so that we keep from the game from crashing. Okay, we're going to start with counter the attack. We're going to go full salvage on this, along with extra C-bills. We'll want to get any extra loot we can while we can.
In the area will restrict visibility.
And we're going to go ahead and put Barrett in the back with the Archer. We're going to go ahead, actually, we're going to go ahead and put these on the Awesome. And we're going to go ahead and put our boy in the Night Star. And we'll go ahead and put Goblin into Victor. We're still trying to get him leveled up. He will go back to being missile boat guy, but we want to get him a ballistic and missile mech.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
I do believe we will start right in it. Yep.
Allied forces are attempting to withdraw from this area and need us to screen their retreat.
Okay, we're going to get this Thunderbolt out of the way.
Remaining friendly, screening the retreat, and hold the enemy forces as long as possible. We have an opportunity
Gotta love
for a
those
hefty
PCBs.
combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back.
Great shot. Hope it's
Alright.
on the ground.
We're going to get up a little high and check for loot. So there's a crate over there. Do want to see if there's one back up here before we get going. Start off with a nice hot drop. Not often you get to do that. Oh, hey, look, something right behind us in spawn. Go ahead and try and get through this pretty quick.
targeted asset. Move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
All right, let's go
Excellent
trigger.
times, Commander.
Let's go trigger the
Beginning
fights here real
recovery
quick.
now.
That way we can start and run through. We got one more goodie bag over there.
Unable. No path to location, Commander. Vector to the commandos requested.
Kind of wish I'd brought something a little faster. Maybe I need to throw in a supercharger on this, and we can get rid of something extra.
Stay sharp, mech warriors. Allied command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
This is the one spot where I wish that I had stuff crates. Stuff crates lets your AI Lancemates pick up crates. I have to figure out how to add that behavior to this mod if I fork it somehow. Rather, never too much ammunition. Seriously? We're gonna not let me walk up over? Unbelievable. Can't walk over that hill.
Scorched him!
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
We're gonna see how my home team does here with the UAV and all of that. I'm gonna go ahead and move this so I can keep an eyeball on what the UAV sensors are giving me.
The enemy is taking damage. Keep on them.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up. We're in business, Commander. Extracting that cargo now.
Champion.
Actually,
Acquired.
Copy on shared target.
we go ahead and get them to kill the Panther first.
New target.
Sadly, my kill is about to go critical.
Send all fire on that hostile.
Target acquired.
Target down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Solid copy. Let's cut loose on the priority target.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay across me.
Target destroyed.
local.
The target path is clear. Forming on your position.
New target stalker incoming.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Oh, I'm gonna die. More than likely. Because I keep on getting infernoed. There we go.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Keep getting better at this.
Oof. How many do I have left? 3 left. Yeah, those Inferno missiles are really getting me.
Inbound on your position. Get ready for some company. Cargo acquired.
I'm a little more disappointed that that the AI isn't shooting as fast as I hope it would.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna go ahead and come around the edge here. And we're gonna use this building and these walls as a little bit of cover while we try and flank around them here.
Target destroyed.
I
Target
see the target. Moving and taking it out.
There we go.
No loose ends remain, Commander. Stand by for pickup.
Ooh, almost lost it. We'll go ahead and just get heading back over to the shuttle here.
Target neutralized.
target acquired. New target Warhammer.
Ah, not worth picking any of the rest of that stuff up.
Acquired.
Welcome, Commander. Time to collect our pay.
All right, not bad. We got, SRM-10 Inferno, 10 Burst Fire, Particle Projector Cannon, Prototype, the Battle Computer PPC, which is actually huge, which will go into, hopefully we can get 3 or 4 more of those. We're going to grab both the Atlas parts, obviously. I kind of want both Stalker parts too. That way we can actually have a Brawler, an LB-10X, SRM-6 Inferno. We need the large laser there. Okay, and then we were the SRM-6 Inferno actually. I probably want those 2 SRM-6s, medium lasers. There's a case, a double heat sink. Okay, not too bad. we go ahead and turn in our large lasers. That covers up our cost, basically, for getting that extra salvage. Let's go ahead and get our mechs up for repair. Ooh, Victor's going to take 17 days. That's a little unfortunate. Probably do need to get a little bit more variety. We're on Bethel again. Contracts. Running on empty. This is a raid. C-bill payout. And yeah, we're going to go for full C-bills here in salvage. And we're going to take the same equipment.
I've sent you an update. A series of objectives that need to be cleared. Time to shift into work mode.
Ooh, is this a big long map? Oh, that's a big long map. I guess that while we're here, while we're taking the big long walk to find loot and all of the other nice things, I can sort of explain most of the mods that are going on. So first and foremost, obviously you guys are all watching this because it's in VR. So MechWarrior VR is obviously the main mod of this whole entire setup. Secondary to that is yet another mech lab, yet another weapon complete edition, and yet another equipment collection revised. And so that gives us all the cool weapons, a little bit of extra mechs, all of the fun equipment like UAVs and patchwork materials and turret actuators and all sorts of stuff to really make all of these builds unique. And of course the other thing visually that you'll notice is cockpit glass up front. I don't know why it's not default in the game. Well, I can know why, but I don't understand why they wouldn't have prioritized it, but the same thing happened when I was working in games, so that's just one of the fun ones. The other big thing, at least you can see on screen, is the other big part of this that makes this possible is actually virtual desktop. It's the best way to do VR with a Quest headset. Don't even bother with trying to run the MetaLeak software. It's just bad compared to how well virtual desktop is optimized. And I guess in the other ancillary stuff that you see most of all is going to be the topo map right in front of my face here. And that's the updated map layout that I much like, thankfully. It gets a little bit more accurate about where all the rocks and the terrain is at. In addition to this, we've got arena control to help make sure that the arena sizes aren't massive, and then we can also get the mechs to sort of actually act like with decent AI. The arena AI is kind of messed up. And then adjustable battle value, which has been getting us all the cool mech variants, all the SRM Infernos and the LRM Inferno versions and all that other fun stuff. That's makes part of the difficulty curve. You'll obviously have seen that my leopard is not the default colors or anything. That's the leopard colors mod with Bobbert, and of course you've got mod options to help you set all this stuff up. So that's pretty much covers most of the mods that I have. There are some that I wanted to add, like Von Biomes, but it doesn't play well with VR, which is unfortunate because it is a pretty cool mod. I do like to look at the biomes. I wish I could just get 3 or 4 of them to spice up the variety, but it is what it is. So we will be trying out the poor man's Von Biomes, aka the extra tiles that were added to this topo map mod. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and try and knock out everything on the way over to this base.
Copy that. We need to hammer the designated target.
There we go. Okay, keep looking. We got to keep looking for loot. Actually, let's go ahead and get up and hook around from the high ground.
I've complied. That's not a target. Got your back, Commander.
Definitely need to get all of these other guys with XL engines. XL engines, they'll be able to knock up the rating 10 or probably 20 or 30 points on the engines, and then put in a little bit of extra equipment, but nothing crazy. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pack it into the corner over here for a second. There's one more awesome treasure chest. We got some salvage. We're gonna go ahead and shotgun that guy out of the sky. Get that guy out of there. See if I can get the... Nope, can't get the river jack.
Heavy metal moving together.
So we'll go ahead and see if we can get them to bait back over here. We're gonna go ahead and move at lance speed here real quick. I'll get everybody back and up and running. Alright, Herbies. Okay. Go ahead and see that Herbie got exploded.
Turned him into spare parts.
Target destroyed.
Really? Is it just gonna shoot me? Go.
How do you feel, Commander?
Okay, we're doing okay on SRM.
Brilliant. Payload acquired.
Got one more
That was clinical.
salvage chest over here.
Target destroyed.
Ooh, getting some good sniping in. See if I can get to this guy. A little lower. A little lower. A little lower. Got him.
Target acquired.
Roger that. We need to smash the requested target.
Package acquired.
New target Banshee.
Solid copy. Moving its track.
Lots of good salvage, it looks like. Artemis 5 battle computer.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, heading back to evac. Might need to move the mesh LOD around, because that's not normal for them to not have backing. Okay. LRM hot load, LRM infernos, artillery, SRM 10 stream, spike fist, articulation, some battle computers. Fantastic. Let's see here. What do we got going on? Take the high-end PPC. We're going to take the large laser. We will take that SRM 6. Make sure there isn't any double heat sinks down here first. And so if I were going to be taking parts for stuff that I wanted to sell and what was common is probably going to be these 3, 4. We'll take the extra because we're going to just build it and sell it. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Commander. You have no idea how long my people have worked to accomplish this mission. As promised for your efforts, my employer has decided to gift you some rare equipment I had stashed away somewhere safe. No need to ask where it came from. I'm sure you will find a use for it. Also, my employer wishes me to lay low for a while, and if you so wish, is deemed it acceptable to release me into your employ. Will you take me on? You may know I'm a skilled mech warrior, but did you also know I'm a trained astrotech and am fluent in over a dozen different languages? I can be a real asset to you both on and off the battlefield. Please think it over. You know what? Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and get everything set up for repair here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our salvage assembly and see if we have anything that we can build. I definitely want to build the Stalker 3F. I think it will be one of our nice brawlers. So we're going to go ahead and have that guy built. We only need to buy an engine core, even better. We're going to go ahead and move them into cold storage. And then this TDR-5S, we're just going to go ahead and assemble that. And then we're going to go ahead and sell it. Not seeing anything else to build with. Maybe the Crusader. Definitely still are looking for Atlas 2 parts. And let's go ahead and get our weapon upgrades out of the way. We're just going to upgrade a bunch of stuff right now. Go ahead and upgrade that. And then we're going to go ahead and get all these small lasers upgraded here. Medium laser short burst can go up. Let's go ahead and get more medium lasers done. Cool. Let's see here. LRM-20 absolutely will upgrade. LRM-10. These large lasers can go. These can go. That will stay. Go ahead and get that AC-20 up. And then we're going to go ahead and just take a look here if there's anything cool. Nothing on the mech market. We've got a Vindicator, Lance Gable, some SRM-10s, LRM-20s. Let's see here. I think that what we're going to go ahead and do is for... while we are trying to make it to our next date, I think we are going to take a travel to do hazing the week. We'll pick up another hero mech along the way. So we're going to go ahead and make a stop in Percasse here, potentially. We're going to go ahead and go to Monaghan here. We're going to check the cantina, and then we're going to call it... we're going to go ahead and call it for this week's episode. Go ahead and look at the cantina. Definitely, you can always have more warriors to shoot down. Let's go ahead and take a look at our mech market. No luck on getting a spider. I mean, don't feel like playing a stealth mech, to be quite honest with you, to start off. Rifles, lasers, just not too good all around. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us again for today's episode. We'll be back next time around with Hazing of the Week in Willicali. So thank you and have a great night.